smell love eating split pea soup. How is that soup, babe?
It's yummy.
Is it yummy? We wanted to make a video today kind of talking about, because it's winter, it's like the middle of December, even though it doesn't look cold here, it's actually a really nice day in Colorado. But there have been some really chilly days and we have had to be stuck in our 112 square feet bus for days on end.
Like multiple days would go by and I'd be like, did I go outside today at all?
Did I leave
like,
the
well,
bus?
I went out to change the water, or I went out to do something random. Like I went out to go pee at one point or something, but never. But like days would just go by like that, and you kind of start to lose a little bit of your sanity. Like we get kind of goofy. When we start, the goofier we get and the weirder we get with each other, the more I think that means that we need to go on one of these like hikes and just get out.
So we intended to make a video. Should I shut this?
We're too narcissistic to have the flap open where you can see yourselves.
Yeah, it's too much.
We can't handle it.
So
I just look at you.
I look at you too.
That's what it is. It's a lie. I look at myself.
Phoebe.
You look at yourself too, don't lie.
I know.
You know how I know you look at yourself? And you know how I know I look at myself? Because you'll pick out pictures that we take together and you'll be like, look, this is such a good picture. And
I know,
like my eyes like closed and I look like I'm having a stroke, but you look gorgeous and you're illuminating.
Thank you. That's because you always look beautiful to me.
Well, thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
That's a good way. That's a good, you know, slick.
Wiggle out.
Sly, yeah. That was a good one, babe.
But this is pretty much like the embodiment of what schoolie life looks like. Bringing your pot and your pan and your spoons.
Split pea soup.
Not your pan, just your pot. Yeah, coming out here with a little small propane guy and just going to town. So, yeah, we just want to talk about like what kind of tools you can implement if you're dealing with, specifically we were talking about earlier how we've both dealt with seasonal something, depression, SAD, acronym SAD. Just living in like apartments and being inside all day and how that can really just like crush your spirits a little bit and how rejuvenating it is to be out in nature. And we noticed that like 10x being in such a tiny space, and if any of you live in tiny houses or vans especially, or buses, you can totally relate, I'm sure.
Well, what gets you into this lifestyle in the first place, I'm sure most of you, like us, got into it because you want to make the world your backyard. When you pay so much money in real estate for location these days, why not just own your house and make the location anywhere?
Exactly.
So it kind of sucks when you do that. Like us, we're not traveling right now. I know a lot of people are traveling.
Yeah, it's like kind of the normal like stigma, I guess, in the schoolie community or van life community is that, you know, since your house is on wheels, you're traveling constantly. Everywhere. But for finances and for family and other reasons, we in particular are a little more stationary right now. Super. And that just means that we have to take advantage of every little location that we're at and spend as much time recharging outside as possible.
Yeah, exactly. It does kind of start to feel, it doesn't take too long of really living somewhere when you're in this lifestyle in a van or a bus before you realize that you're actually living. Like you leave that kind of vacation feeling. Like the first couple weeks we were doing this, it felt like we were just living in a vacation. And it's like, this is crazy and amazing in the Twilight Zone and you can't even get a grasp on like what's going on. And then all of a sudden reality kind of hits you and you're like, oh, we need to make money now. We need to actually live.
Especially if you're living with a partner. What did you want to say about that?
Well, we're not a good example of this because we're pretty amazing. But I bet I can think of a lot of other couples that would suck. And like we've gotten in fights and we've gotten to the point where like you're the only other person that I'm around like all the time. So yeah. You know, stuff happens, but it's all about how you go from there and like coming back from that in this tiny little space without feeling the energy in there being all funky and negative. It's
been a really big like time in our lives for introspection the past, what, 5 months we've been living in the bus, because you really have to be aware of like what pushes your buttons and like how you can keep yourself in a really good, clear headspace, because if, you know, it can feel claustrophobic a little bit sometimes, especially if you're getting annoyed. Then it's like, well, oh, where am I gonna go? Like, no other rooms, I can't escape this person. Not that I want to escape.
But we have a very, am I buried? I'm saving it for later, babe.
Baby.
Come on.
It's just so important to be aware of the things that drain you and the things that fill you. And I think it's a universal truth. If any of you disagree, let me know in the comments below. But I feel like it's a universal truth that being in nature is just healing to your soul. And during the summer and living in Colorado, we were hiking like every single day, constantly, and like just constantly outside in nature, enjoying it, feeling incredible. And then winter came and we moved a little bit further away from the mountains. So we weren't getting that.
We haven't, yeah.
And it was tough. It's been tough.
And we've noticed it, and it's our recharge. And we've noticed like our stress levels going up, and and little things start to get to you a little more, and that's because we haven't gone on these hikes and done this thing. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's something different for everyone else, but our thing is getting out of nature. And I feel like if you're in bus life, van life, RV life,
that's your MO.
That's the whole point. Exactly. That's your MO. Is this. This is your backyard.
Amazingness.
So
yeah,
let's take advantage of it while we can.
Exactly. Colorado is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. I did grow up here, so I don't know if that means I'm biased, but it's super amazing. We love it here so much, and there's just nothing like smelling the fresh air and seeing these. I wish you guys, there's no way the camera is going to capture exactly what this looks like, especially without the drone footage, but this scenery out here is just incredible. Like,
awe-inspiring. If you are planning to go somewhere out of the country and you've never been to Colorado, save your money and come to Colorado. Go to Estes Park.
Yeah, so nice.
And you will not be disappointed.
And it's so easy to get to. You don't have to do any like crazy mountain driving.
There's been so many times in this state that I've gotten to the peak of a mountain or at the top of a hike and I'm like, are we still in America? This looks like the Swiss Alps. This looks like something, it just looks unbelievable. And I can't believe that this hidden treasure, the Rockies running straight up the western part of this country is so overlooked because it's gorgeous. I love it out here. We're gonna miss it when we go to Hawaii, but this will always be our home. Anyway, now that we've endorsed Colorado, I don't know, that's what this mukbang's become.
Yeah, this Colorado's cool, nature's cool.
Yeah.
That's really what we're here to say.
I guess if you start feeling stir crazy, if you start feeling nuts and it's super cold outside, we've even done this, just bundle up and go on a walk. Yeah, it's crazy how, I don't know, it doesn't have to be like these amazing, breathtaking views, although it's super nice. It just, yeah, going on a walk can just be so refilling for your soul. And I felt kind of, I don't know, I felt a little oxymoronish when I was kind of trying to come up with the premise for this video, because what I ended up, the sort of plot ended up being, if you want to keep yourself from going crazy, living in your conversion, just step out of your conversion. And it's like, well, that seems like terrible advice, but really that's what you have to do is just get out for a minute. Even if it's cold and snowy and gross, you're not gonna die. Just go outside, just regroup, or even sit in the front. Sometimes just going up to the front with all the windows is a change of scene, yeah, and you can just regroup and kind of go to your happy place. So luckily, or do yoga, deep breathing, lots of water, lots of tea. Yeah. This is a busy spot. There are people coming. Anyway, so I think we're going to wrap this video up. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching another video, guys. Thanks for virtually being here. Yeah. Thanks for virtually being here. All right. See you later, guys. Thanks. See you later, guys. All right. Cool.